Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we are back to Life is Strange. So the game crashed again, so we're gonna have to continue and just do this whole scene again.
Hospitals always freak me out.
Knows you can't skip any of this because
Imagine how Kate feels.
the save file doesn't know that you looked at this. That's interesting that there's this nurse here and she's such a small player.
Just go in there and be your friend.
She's just there
I'll wait out here
for no reason.
I was a total dick for blowing a fuse when you answered Kate's
So
call the other day.
Can't skip any of this. We'll try to do this as fast as possible.
I
I would
and you saved her.
have to say at this point,
Me.
the game is pretty consistent about crashing. When left paused, when alt tabbed out,
Don't be sorry.
less than 12 hours, it seems to crash pretty consistently.
Oh yes.
I can't blame the Unreal Engine in general. Way too many games are made on the Unreal Engine, and that don't crash. So I have to assume what's going on here is Don't Nod, the makers of this game, and only really one game before this, which was Remember Me,
Max.
simply
Kate.
are implementing their engine badly, or they have some code in their unique programming done badly,
You have nothing
or
to be sorry about.
something that they're using is doing badly. We've also seen
Do not know
several
how happy I am
visual
to see you.
glitches,
You look awesome.
which were minor on themselves,
Stupid question if I
but
ask how you're doing.
certainly
Now
not
that you're here,
something
I'm
that should
doing
be
even
there.
better. I'm
Still
so
can't
grateful
skip.
to you for coming up to the roof to talk me down. Max, I felt so lost and alone. When I saw how much you cared, how hard you were trying, you made me realize I wasn't alone.
Most games would allow you to skip the dialogue
There are so
even
many people who love you.
if you hadn't read it once.
I know.
This
You should see all the
the
letters
time
and
rewind
postcards.
mechanism actually
I
is
give
making
most
this
of
game
flowers to
worse
her.
at
She's
this
here
point.
because they need them more than me. I'm keeping the balloons though. One of the nurses gave me some pen and paper. So
This
I
is
could
gonna
do some
take
drawing.
forever, but I think it's fair since I've already had to do this once
They got
before
kind of dark
in
there
the
for a while, but I have an idea for a new children's book about bullying. I was thinking of having some photographs in there too.
I hope that's a subtle hint that you'll let me take the photographs for
I-
the book.
I
What's that subtle?
can't do
You
anything.
better take the pictures, Max. I'm going to be
I
here
wouldn't
for
mind
the
if it was
day.
like
Then
hit
we can
right
have a
bump
visit.
and then
You'll be
hold the
treated
skip
like they
anyways.
need to protect
But
me
the fact
forever.
that they programmed
They're
it
so
just to
upset,
tell
and
me,
I know they
no,
forgot
you
to
have
even
to
though they
listen
didn't
to
do
this.
anything.
Even though
I was
I may
surprised
be
how many
playing this
students
game the
from
second
Blackwell
time,
let me.
I may just not
Neil
care.
and Mr. Jefferson
They're really
even
taking away the
Victoria
control from the
wrote me a very
player.
sweet note,
Uh,
and I believe she was being real.
Me too. I'm
and
glad you believe again, Kate.
I want to
I'm
see
working on
just
it now.
how frustrating
I
this
just
actually
pray I can
is.
get this drawing right.
Maybe I'm hitting the wrong thing. Maybe I should hit B and see if
That
maybe I
is
can.
so sweet. Principal Wells knows how to step it up when he wants to. Thank you, sisters. You really saved Kate.
Balloons. Now, I don't think there's also the question of what happens if Kate was dead. Like,
Good to see that Kate is still working on her book report.
this is a still a pretty big section.
I love Kate's happy rainbow flop. I don't think get well is quite apropos. If this gets Kate through the night, so be it.
So, trying as fast as possible.
Those are nice flowers. And from Taylor? Wow, props to her.
I don't even think I looked at the flowers last time. Interesting. So, introspective. We know none of this accounts for any achievement or anything. And that's really all I should care about.
Sit here quiet with Kate again.
Like,
I don't think I'll ever know how much destiny I'm changing. But
I was
I
right
only have a
about to
single
leave
fate.
this area. I can't really leave right
Time
now
travel is such a mind.
Or maybe if I tried, it would stop me, I would imagine, because without getting Kate's help to find out where Nathan's is, or what is his dorm or his room is, whether he's at the Penn Estates or whether he's at the boys' dormitory in the school. Let's see. Speak.
Kate, it is so good to hang out with you again.
Max, I owe you so much. And I can tell you want to talk to me about
So we're just gonna have one conversation here. I don't see a reason
We
to,
missed our tea session this week.
like, I'm hitting
was
B,
so
that's not working, right bumps, that's not working.
A tea shop tour of Portland.
Oh yes, and you could bring Warren along too.
And so we'll just go with Warren
What
on
do you
this
think
choice.
of, Warren.
Oh, smart and silly. He's got such a good heart. And he's a cutie pie. You know he likes you.
I'm going to the drive-in with him, so we'll see.
Now Kate
With everything that's going on,
really doesn't have
Kate
anybody
seems weird.
No.
she's
you deserve
interested in.
that.
Kate Marsh, matchmaker. I'm glad somebody is looking out for my love life.
Even angels need angels, Max.
Let's ask about Victoria, then ask
I
about
saw
Nathan.
Victoria's letter. How does that make you feel?
Max, I know Victoria can be not nice, but I do believe in forgiveness and redemption. I might be naive, but I feel her struggle.
Me too. I could have taken a picture of her covered in paint, but I didn't, and we had a genuine moment.
We all have our moments.
It's
Why do you
a little
think she acts
weird
so mean?
that you could
She's
potentially
if you're
just
comfortable with
make
yourself,
enemies of some of these
you don't need
characters,
to
but
ask
I
for
think
it.
that is the
It
core
doesn't look
idea
like
of
she
this
has
game.
much to
Is
be insecure about.
I'm still
If
very
anyone
much
could
of
give
the
Victoria
idea
a
that
single light,
there will be
it
a
would be
final
Kate
scene.
Marsh.
We've seen this in
I
some of
think
the
it would
other
take more
Telltale
than that,
games.
Max.
This isn't a Telltale game, but it's a game that's very much like it. I imagine there's going to be a scene where
close to
everybody
getting
that you
all the
keep on your
info I need
side
about Nathan.
will show up
Nathan
and help
Prescott has
and
to
give
pay
you
for what he
potentially
did.
the best
We have to
ending that
stop
you
him from
can
hurting anybody
get.
else.
Well,
Uh,
I did get his ass suspended, so
So,
that might be a start.
while I have made an enemy of
Oh, right on,
Nathan,
Max. I love how fearless
I've
you are.
tried rather
So
hard
what's
to
going on
not
with
make
him
an
now?
enemy of anybody else. I did have a thought about the
His family
Prescott
is totally
family.
protecting him.
What if
Worse.
they're doing some kind
I
of
never
like
say this about
demonic
people,
ritual,
But Max, there's something
and that's
evil
what's
about
causing you to
Prescotts.
have the power?
They have something to do with death.
We're going to stop him. I just have to find Nathan's room number, get inside, and get the clues I need.
Max,
Like-
please let me help. I can get the number and I'll text it to you, okay?
Of course, Kate. I can't do this without you.
Now it's time for Nathan to watch out for us.
I have to get back to our mission. You don't know how much it means to see you again.
See, and that's
I
about
do.
10 minutes of gameplay
I
that
love
I
you,
couldn't run or
Thanks for
skip
taking care
through
of my
any
buddy.
of this.
Tell Alice I'll see her soon.
Playing a game like this, redoing 10 minutes of interaction is not welcome. And probably if I just walked
How
here,
is she?
I would have gotten
She's still
locked
Kate
into this
Marsh.
conversation.
Thank God.
I'm glad we came to see her.
Thanks for coming with me.
Now let's go pay a visit to Nathan Prescott. That little prick is not going to be glad when he sees us.
So it saves right there if I had just gone a little bit further. So Jefferson's back, so I guess he just went to that convention to represent the school, or whatever that was, and came back. At a certain point, it seemed like Jefferson was just gonna completely leave forever, like just skip town.
Hey, Max. How you doing?
Oh, hi, Mr. Jefferson. I'm okay. And this is my friend Chloe.
Yo.
Chloe. Why isn't somebody as cool as you going to Blackwell?
I was way too cool for this school. It's a long story. In actual files here.
I can imagine. Max, are you sure that you're all right?
It's weird just being on campus like everything's normal.
I know, lame as it sounds, life has to go on.
I think there's too much going on in my life.
On that note, Blackwell duty calls. Remember, I'm going to announce the winner of the Everyday Heroes contest tonight at the party, so I hope you'll be there to celebrate. Even though I'm sorry you didn't enter a photo. I understand your reasons.
I never really had a
Force an artist
choice
to work.
I feel
to
like
enter a
total
photo.
loser, but it's been a hard week to focus. No pun intended.
I'm proud of you for caring so much about a troubled friend. And I take hope in the fact that you have plenty of time to find your way. Just get in the habit of putting your work out there.
Thanks, Mr. Jefferson. I'll definitely be there tonight.
Chloe
Me too.
swinging
I'll be
around.
Max's date. You better dance with us at least once.
And nobody should have to see me dance. Plus, you don't want to watch the old hipster trying to keep up with the kids. I have some pride. Be seeing you.
Yes, you will. Hot for teacher.
Rose, you're out of control.
Not yet. Just wait until the rager tonight.
Shut up.
Don't be jealous because Mark Jefferson thinks I'm cool.
I am so ignoring you.
Fine. Since I'm here, I'll see if I can get some dirt from Justin. Haven't talked to him in a while.
Now that is a great plan.
So, what
Let's see if I can find out where
kind
Nathan is.
of school allows a non-student to just wander on? Yeah, I could get maybe you could have friends come over if you signed them in at the front office and all of that. But then if you sign Chloe in at the front office, she's been expelled from the school. The literal definition of expelled is you can't come back. We don't want you here. And the teacher specifically would know that, and where's her stepfather going, no, you can't be here, leave now. Like,
Principal Wells was so loaded the other night here.
so, like, this seems kind of flippant on a rather important point. Let's see. Can't look at this. Where are we with the photos? Let's get back into the gameplay. The rocks stacked up. A couple of squirrels with a heart, footprints in the ground, dead whales. I don't think we're gonna end up doing any of that.
We have to crush the Razorbacks.
So we're back here for probably the 4th time. And we're kind of just wasting time until we can see.
I don't think the Tobanga will ever give up any secrets to us.
Samuel and the other teacher.
That's so ironic that Warren asked Max to the drive-in.
Brooke doesn't look happy that I'm going ape with Warren.
Going ape is an odd.
It's not like I don't own all the original apes, though.
How would you like a partner for a quick photo op?
So how can I get a secondary squirrel?
Maybe I should have asked Warren to go.
I had to clear away another batch of dead birds.
Did you think you could hide from Max Caulfield, squirrel paparazzi?
Climate change isn't real my ass.
I think everything is changing here.
As a scientist, I'm fascinated. As Michelle Grant,
So I've got to get these 2 squirrels
that's
together.
so ironic that Warren asked Max to the drive-in.
Let's talk to Brooke.
Hey Brooke, how are you?
I'm here as usual. By the way, thanks for helping Kate down. Are you okay?
Well, I'm upset about the whales, let's say that.
I can't get my limited brain around that eclipse and the beached whales. I was hoping the science department had some ideas.
Warren and I are supposed to compare notes and theories this weekend.
He asked you?
Oh, he asked you?
You know, science geeks stick together. But honestly, neither of us can explain this phenomenon. It's pretty scary.
Let's ask about the drone.
I might feel better taking your drone for a quick flight.
Miss Grant finally gave up and let me fly her again. But you're going to the drive-in with Warren, so you don't have time to fly my drone.
Really? I can't fly your drone because I'm going to see ape movies with Warren?
You are perceptive, Max. Now, excuse me. My drone needs me.
Interesting. So I imagine the drone element isn't part of the collectibles, because that would really suck that a important decision locked me out of an unimportant action. But I'd still like to get 100% achievements on this. Going ape. They've been saying that a lot. That's a unfortunate term.
Talk to you later, Max.
Because
Talk to you later, Max.
Because I could imagine going ape being a euphemism for having sex with Warren.
Hey, Brooke.
I'm here.
Let's see. We'll do the whales.
I can't.
And then we'll...
Warren and I are...
That makes sense. 2 big brains are better than 1. Or mine.
We'd get the Nobel Prize if we could explain this phenomenon, but even Miss Grant has no clue.
Let's ask about Nathan.
I need to find Nathan. Have you seen him around?
Ask Warren. I mean, you're going to the movies with him and everything.
Come on, Brooke. Don't be that way. Nathan was suspended, but he should still be on campus.
Warren's not good enough for you? Okay. I saw Nathan pissed
Not
and
how you'd
walking off
suspend
campus
people.
earlier. Good luck getting that date, Max.
I might feel better
Miss Grant.
Really?
You are...
Good. Nathan is not around. I should go back to Chloe.
Alright, so we got that information, but I don't think there's really a reason to come back and rewind things and talk to her again, because I don't think
Like that Warren asked.
Hey, Brooke.
there's
I'm here.
any difference here.
Warren.
That makes...
We'd get the no...
And we'll just end the conversation there.
Really?
You...
So yeah, it seems like she's jealous.
Enjoy the big game, Zachary. I hope it's not the last.
What's funny is I'm wearing a shirt with a moth on it, probably to imply the butterfly effect.
Okay, where did these rocks come from? This is too Blair Witch for me. One photo. For posterity.
See, the drone was back in the back there. And let's now see if we can
Samuel misses his squirrels.
look at Samuel.
That's cool to see that Samuel's not alone for once.
Let's talk to him.
How are you doing, Max? Been a tough week. I know.
Yes, it has, Samuel. How are you?
Sad and confused like everybody else in Arcadia Bay. You look like you have a lot of questions, too.
The funny thing here is it feels like they're failing to portray Samuel as being mentally deficient just through voice acting. There could have been some actions he actually took, just him moving slow or being confused or just coming out straight and saying that he didn't make it through school. This animation is also very bad. His shoulder is clipping through his necklace and it's moving a lot. Let's talk about Arcadia Bay first.
I still have a million questions about what's happening to Arcadia Bay.
That must be why Miss Gant says you're one of her favorite students at Blackwell.
Did he say Gant or Grant? What do you know about Rachel? That's the first thing I want to know.
I keep thinking that Rachel Amber has a few answers. If we can find her.
If Rachel wants to be found.
Where is she?
That's the real secret. Where is she?
If anybody knows, it will be you. My dreams tell me that.
But...
Max, all I can tell you is to stay on your path and you'll find what you're looking for. Rachel Amber is waiting too.
What's funny here is maybe Rachel Amber is just pregnant. Like, pregnant by Nathan, and she's hiding out to have the baby and avoid the ridicule.
Even though Miss Grant likes me, I have zero science skills to explain that eclipse.
As I was just saying to her, that's because science has no explanation. No offense to Miss Grant here, but this is just the beginning.
It would be very interesting if it turns out that Samuel has been affected because of the time travel, and he's sounding confused because he's been sent back in time and forward in time many times.
Beginning of what?
Well, I don't believe anything ever ends. Especially time. That's why I can sense something bigger is coming to Arcadia Bay. And Max, I don't like it at all.
I'd rather be in her class than the Vortex Club.
Yes, you would. Rachel saw right through them.
She's not the only one.
Nobody should be trapped in the Vortex Club. Get out now, Max. While time is on your side.
So let's ask about the animals.
I definitely have questions about what's happening to the animals in Arcadia Bay.
Oh, many do. These poor creatures have no choice in what happens to them.
Let's see. The dead birds.
What do you think about all those dying birds?
Samuel had to bury dozens near the Tabanga.
Tabanga. Interesting.
Is that cool with the Tabanga?
We'll find out if the souls of the bird move on. Not that we can prove it.
It's so ominous.
Unless it's fate.
So that's what the rocks are.
Doesn't matter.
Let's ask about the beached whales.
How can anybody explain all those poor beached whales?
My dad was a fisherman, and he'd take me out to hear the whales sing. Now they just cry.
They're not alone. Or should I go eco-disaster? There's too many options here, and at this point I don't want to rewind to have different conversations with Samuel, because I don't think he's going to give me any important information. I also want to point out on this game that
eco-disaster?
it causes my
I think it's more than
CPU fan
Somebody
and
is causing all
graphics card fan
You think
to
so,
go
Samuel?
to the
You
maximum.
and Arcadia Bay are connected by
So
time and
there's
tide.
some major
So,
inefficiency in this
next time
game.
I have a question, I'm coming to you.
Let's ask about the squirrels.
Well, I'm glad to see your squirrels are still healthy and happy on the campus.
Me too. If something happened to them, oh,
Not as long as you're here to take care of them, Samuel.
the only thing that calms them is food. Lots of food. Which reminds me that I have to feed them now.
He feeds the squirrels. And so we gotta lure the other one.
Get that food in your belly.
Well, if the squirrels frankly can't
How would you like a partner for a quick photo op?
If they can't feed themselves, then they're not gonna survive. What's funny is the squirrels are animating exactly the same motions, so they're synchronized, just mirrored. Which they certainly could have done a better job of that. Let's see, next one we're looking for is footprints, which I suspect might not be in here.
From those kids.
Graffiti.
Sorry to bother you again, Samuel.
There's no bother here, Max.
Let's ask about people now.
More questions than answers.
Samuel is always here to talk.
Do you know anything about David?
Do you ever talk with David Madsen?
He talks to me. I listen.
That's how David operates.
He sees things, not people. But I think he sees you, Max.
Why?
Why do you say that?
Because you both see with cameras.
I think you have better vision than both of us.
No, Max. I just look at everything from a different angle.
I actually just talked to Kate Marsh in the hospital. She's doing so much better.
This line would have been
Because of you,
different
Max.
if she was
That
dead.
was quite a rescue.
Was Kate bullied or Destiny? Let's go Kate bullied.
Samuel, you're the eyes of Blackwell. Did you know Kate was being bullied?
Most everyone makes fun of me. But Samuel warned them about Kate. I hate bullies, Max.
I believe you.
Kate just needed some more helpful spirits like her friend Max. I hope she finds them now.
And Nathan.
Have you seen Nathan Prescott around?
That would be hard since he was suspended.
You don't sound sad.
You don't sound sad, Samuel.
Nathan hurts people. The end.
What do you really know about him?
Not enough to help you, Max. I truly wish I could. I see what you're doing.
I'm sorry. I better get going now.
So.
That's cool to see that Samuel's not alone for once.
Now the weirdness though is he still has,
Let's see if I can find out where Nathan is.
like, there's still some suspicion on
Thanks again for helping me fight the power.
on Samuel, but I don't think he's doing anything.
Mrs. Grant looks interested in whatever Samuel's saying.
Let's speak to Mrs. Grant.
Hi,
This will
Miss
probably be a quicker
Max,
conversation.
You always show up when I'm talking about you. I'm still bragging about you and the other students making Blackwell surveillance free.
Potentially a mistake. I suppose what might happen here at the end of this episode is it will just ask, did you talk to this person? Did you talk to this person in this scene? Because it seems like you can talk to anybody and everybody.
I was hoping you could explain some of these crazy things happening in Arcadia Bay.
If I could, I'd be collecting my Nobel Prize in Science today.
Of course, it may just
I haven't been able to
see
wrap
who you
my
talk
mind
to
around
first.
the eclipse, much less the snow in Wales.
So, beyond science?
I think this is beyond science.
Nothing is beyond science except for our lack of knowledge. We may never know why, but that doesn't change reality.
I am worried about reality. I feel like it's changing right in front of us.
You and Samuel both. We were talking about that before you came over. Our planet is changing, but it's not mystic. It's erosion.
I feel like this game probably is going to go down a more magic angle than a science angle. It would be too much effort, too much time, too much writing to say that there was a scientific reason that Max Caulfield can rewind time. Now, I could probably think of one where she, in her old age as an adult, discovers the ability to move through time, gives herself that ability, throughout her entire timeline, so she can rewind time when she discovered the ability plus whenever happened before, which might be very necessary if you had the ability to affect time. But you're getting into more soft science fiction then, and I don't even think they're going to go that way.
You think that's why all these animals are dying here?
I imagine if we did find a way to rewind time in the real world, we would be able to explain it away eventually. The science.
Unless you know something I don't.
Let's talk to her about time travel. Let's just tell her. Why not? We can always rewind time.
What about wormholes and chaos theory? Like time travel stuff.
The only wormholes in Arcadia Bay are underground. And chaos theory is just that. But if this is about time travel, sign me up.
Would you really change time?
Not after reading that Bradbury story, A Sound of Thunder. I won't give it away, but it involves dinosaurs and butterflies. Time is like a thread, Max. One tug and it all can unravel.
She pretty much gave away that story. It's been, that story in particular has been made into several like sci-fi shows like Twilight Zones, and so you've probably heard the story. Somebody goes back in time to hunt dinosaurs that were doomed to die anyway, so it doesn't change the past, and then they step on a butterfly on accident and it completely changes the past. Something else here that was interesting she said, and I've forgotten it. She just said something that caught my eye, and I couldn't retain it even through an entire sentence. Wow.
I don't think surveillance would have helped, Kate Marsh.
Who needs surveillance when we have Max Caulfield? You did a wonderful thing, and now we have to make sure Kate gets the help she needs. Do you need to talk to a counselor?
Blackwell needs help. Oh, she said chaos theory is just a theory. It's worth pointing out that theories are at best always theories. That is the highest a theory can ever be. A law is something completely different. A theory will never become a law, and a law will never become a theory because they mean different things. Now, I'm not going to go into the full definition and get it wrong here, but you can certainly look up that. It's bad for even a high school teacher of science to not be able to know the difference. This many scientific theories have been dismissed because they have the word theory in their name, and because people assume that means that they haven't been proven over and over and over again through experiments. Now, chaos theory in particular may not have that much supporting evidence, but I bet it has quite a few bits.
This week hasn't been Blackwell's finest hour. But me and some faculty members won't rest until all the students here feel safe, not bullied.
Kate was drugged at the Vortex Club party and bullied by them until she ended up on the roof. How do you stop that?
Shut down that damn Vortex Club for a start. I don't mean to get riled up, but that party should have been postponed. It's extremely tasteless given what happened with Kate.
The Prescotts. What do you know about the Prescotts?
Do the Prescotts have anything to do with the Vortex Club? I mean, they don't get all their money from car washes.
No, they don't. But membership has its privileges. Especially when your father is Blackwell's biggest sponsor. This elitist nonsense has no place here.
You're right. I just wish this could be the school that I dreamed about before I came here.
I hear you, Max. I love seeing you and Warren and all my students at your best here. But you're all too young to be so cynical. But you truly give me hope.
I wonder if maybe we could get rid of the principal and replace it with the science teacher. Possibly at the very end of the game.
I was looking for Nathan Prescott, and I thought he might be in your class.
Mr. Prescott has no class at all after his suspension. I didn't think you were friends.
No. Let's go with you know him better.
You probably know him better.
I've tried. Nathan is a Prescott, and with that comes a lot of baggage. Too much for one teenager. This week was the proof. Principal Wells did the right thing.
I know. Nathan needs real help.
Yes, he does, Max. I did try once, but Mr. Prescott didn't appreciate my help. I did see Nathan leaving the campus looking angrier than usual, so maybe it's good you haven't found him.
I'm sorry, Miss Grant. I have to get going. I'll see you later.
It's always good talking to you, Max.
This takes forever, though. Just forever to get through conversations. And on top of that, we have the 10-minute extra replaying of the game. And that's not helpful either.
Good thing I didn't let Chloe take that money from Principal Wells.
Oh, so the handicap fund is going to add some accessibility things. I guess that is probably helpful considering that you couldn't get up this stair.
Justin, it's been so long since I've seen you.
And let's see, there's stairs over here too. Yeah, there's no ramps anywhere. It seems very on the nose that Chloe could have stolen the handicap funds, and then in the very next section of the game, she's completely disabled.
That's what I get for helping Alyssa. A broken window.
Broken window's not that bad. But these two decisions feel like they really don't. Alyssa, why you play hard to get when you're already hard to want? Graffiti. So people are still messing with Alyssa. And so we have Daniel, who we can talk to. We have Justin, who we can look at.
Chloe fits in so easy with Justin.
And Chloe, who we can talk to.
Chloe fits in so easy with Justin.
Of course, it's hard for Chloe to have any, like, relationships at all, even though she is focusing on her relationship somewhat with Max, but that Rachel Amber being missing issue is tearing up her progress as just developing social skills. There is a question on why do they give money to Chloe for cigarettes and gas? Is she selling drugs? Like, why is her parents not saying, look, you're suspended, either you're going to a different school, which it doesn't seem like she does go to a different school, or you're getting a job? Like, why aren't they making her work at the Two Whales Diner?
Poor Daniel. Looks like he needs a hug.
Frankly, I think Joyce is exhausted as a parent and failing Chloe in a lot of ways, and David Madsen has no clue how to be a parent. I do wonder about the security cameras. If they were installed, would we then just have footage of Kate jumping to her death if I failed to save her, or would we have footage of me saving her and freezing time and just be exposed? And even if I was exposed, would David Madsen then expose me to everybody with my ability to freeze time, or would he just be working even more with me, even though he's not really working with me right now? He's kind of I'm trying to use him
Poor Daniel.
and get him to work with
Looks
me.
like he needs a hug. Hey, Daniel. You look bummed out. Are you alright?
Hola, Max. I just figured out that my photos basically suck. I'm a wannabe artist.
Look at that shirt. Internet memes. Then take different photos. I love your drawings.
Maybe you should try different subjects. Something more like your portraits.
That makes sense, but not if I can't choose the subjects in class. If only I could draw my photographs. I think I'll just sit here bummed out, thanks.
So let's go back to that conversation.
Hey, Daniel.
Hola, Max.
He says hola. Is Daniel supposed to be Mexican American? Maybe? I don't even know. In the middle of Oregon? I guess, maybe?
You're not here to be a photographer. That's my gig. Look at that sketch you did of me. Incredible. And that's your art. Your gift.
I do feel better now. You are good, Max.
So let's ask about Kate.
Have you talked to anybody about what happened with Kate?
I would think all these kids would be
Don't talk to anyone, Max.
forced to talk to
But I did actually
counselor.
have a nice talk with Brooke. She couldn't stop talking about how brave you were on that roof.
I don't think doing the right thing is brave, but I appreciate what she means.
Sure it is.
The most important thing is
Lots of
that
people
Kate gets better.
don't do the right
And
thing
gets
because they're
justice.
cowardly.
Max. She's the sweetest, most genuine person I've ever met. I don't mind getting picked on by Blackwell bro holes, but don't fuck with Kate.
I like this revolutionary Daniel DaCosta.
DaCosta, I
Only if
guess
can
that
start
is
the revolution from my sketchbook, Max.
Probably Mexican American. So maybe Daniel and Kate will end up together. Let's ask about the party. He probably wasn't invited.
Are you going to the end of the world party tonight?
It will be if I go, man. People here push me into lockers, not dance floors.
So, is there any reason whatsoever I would want Daniel there? I guess not, because the thing here is I want nobody there, and this would be an odd choice to see if I could stack all of my friends there. Yeah, because I feel like Nathan Prescott's just going to show up with a gun and try to shoot everybody. I think that's where this is going to end. So I'm going to say don't go to the party.
Screw the Vortex Club. They don't deserve you, Daniel.
They don't deserve anything. I mean, what do they actually do for Blackwell, huh? You're right, Max. Screw them.
Do you know anything about Nathan?
Wait, have you seen Nathan Prescott?
Oh, I heard a rumor he's actually suspended.
Yeah, but he's still gotta be on campus.
That explains why
This
he
makes
looked so
no
pissed
sense.
off when I saw him leaving campus a few moments ago.
Let's talk later. Okay, Daniel?
Like, what they are calling suspension is not suspension. This is, you get out of classes but you stay on campus. Like, suspension is there to kind of, well, from what I've heard principals say, it's there for two reasons. It's to snap parents out of denial, which clearly Nathan Prescott's parents are in denial that Nathan needs help and is causing trouble, and to give the student a potential break to think things through and not just act on autopilot and continue their bad behavior. And frankly, suspension is Let's see. Indians go home. Interesting. Odd choice for is that Daniel? Is he actually Indian? Like, I don't think Brooke is Indian. I don't think I've seen anybody else that looks like they're Indian. So I don't know who they're even trying to insult there. So, with 10 minutes needed to be spent, unfortunately, replaying the game, I think it was rather appropriate that people experience that with me, just how long a section you don't want to play will be. When we go through the front door, we are going to end up in the boys' dorm, which I imagine is the photo on the lower right. And then we may get one more area unlocked, but maybe not. And we're still waiting here for Kate to text us the information as far as which room is Nathan's. And where are we just in this general story? We haven't really seen Jefferson prove himself to be that interested or interesting. Twice now, I guess, we've seen Victoria and Chloe hit on Jefferson, and he seems to be totally professional and as a teacher and not fall for that, which makes me think that he wouldn't fall for Rachel Amber hitting on him either. So that kind of throws him out as a suspect. We just don't see enough evidence there. David Madison did look a little suspicious, but frankly I think he's just paranoid. Kate's probably not very suspicious. Nathan is very suspicious. Victoria, maybe a little bit two-faced or just badly written. Rachel Amber, as a character, we only hear about her, we never see her. Maybe she shows up in the prequel DLC. I think she does. So that would make all the sense in the world. If the game is going to be a prequel, Rachel Amber might play a lot, and that might turn out in the prequel that we find out that she does have time manipulation power, but it's not mentioned at all in season 1 of this game. Warren, I see no reason to really suspect him. Chloe, I could see Chloe getting really, really high and like pushing Rachel off a cliff or something, and then just totally forgetting about it. Frank is kind of suspicious too. I wouldn't be surprised if Frank was helping Rachel and Amber hide. Joyce, there's really no reason to suspect Joyce either. So of all of our main characters, we're really just down to Nathan. Like, all focus is on Nathan, maybe his father. And I don't know how much we're actually going to accomplish in our sleuthing. Like, we may very well finish season 1 and not find out where Rachel Amber is, and that would be very disappointing. We may just stop a second incident of Nathan shooting up the place. Anyways, it's been another episode. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want a friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good